Hey, after living with this setup every single day for weeks, I've got to tell you what it feels like when your machine finally stops holding you back and starts keeping pace with you. The Skytech Shadow gaming PC is for the kind of person who's already hit that frustration point, you know, the one where every game stutters just slightly, where multitasking feels like negotiation, and where loading a heavy scene feels like a tiny pause in your day. Before anything else, take a moment to check the current price and stock, because rigs like this with solid balance in performance and value don't sit around, and you don't want to watch the numbers climb later and regret waiting. You've had that feeling: you open a big title, start a creative project, or juggle tabs and apps, and something hesitates. That tiny lag isn't just annoyance, it's a reminder that your current gear isn't keeping up with what you actually want to do. You feel it more than you can explain. That's when you know you're done with compromise and ready for a real step up. Once you bring this system into your daily rotation, the first shift isn't just about specs, it's about confidence. You stop adjusting settings just to make things playable. You stop closing apps just to start something heavier. You launch whatever you want and it runs. That sense of ease, where your machine feels like it's right there with you instead of slightly behind, becomes something you rely on every day. In real-life use, this shows up everywhere. Gaming feels more stable because that combination of the i7 processor and RTX 4060 keeps frame pacing tight instead of choppy. Editing, productivity, and multitasking feel smoother because your system doesn't hesitate when you switch contexts. Even everyday stuff like streaming while chatting while working just flows with confidence instead of feeling like a juggling act. You don't just see performance, you feel responsiveness that makes everything feel more natural and immediate. What really stands out isn't the numbers, it's the way it reacts to you. Inputs feel direct. Transitions feel smooth. You don't second guess whether your rig can handle the next thing you throw at it, it just does. And once you've lived with that level of responsiveness, anything weaker feels like a compromise you don't want to go back to. Now, waiting for some tiny price dip or hoping stock improves usually just means watching the setup you wanted slip away or climb in cost. That hesitation is exactly the thing that turns upgrades into regrets later when you're still dealing with the same limitations you already knew you had. If you're thinking this might be more than you need, let me reframe that. That extra headroom isn't waste, it's freedom. It's the peace of mind that what you choose today still feels capable months from now. That's not just performance, that's confidence in your everyday. Every time you sit down, you'll feel this: your games feel smooth and responsive, your multitasking stays fluid and capable, your system doesn't choke under load, your sessions feel confident and unbothered, your setup finally matches your ambition and real talk. It's not designed for bargain bin expectations, it's not the most powerful rig in the world. Eventually the comparison loop just ends and you pick the machine that already felt right in your gut. So go check the current price and stock, make that call with confidence, and don't let this be one of those upgrades you hold off on and regret later. If you want performance that feels natural every time you power up, this is the moment to take that step.